So imagine this. You're sitting at the table, everyone's kind of tired, you're not talking that much, but then someone just says one of the worst jokes you've ever heard. Then what do? Some people roll their eyes, others are like, really, again, that person, that joke again. Or like, no, really, that guy must be kidding. But someone will start laughing. Maybe it's the person who said it. But then someone will start laughing. Why? Because the joke is so bad that made the person laugh. That is basically the dad jokes, right? Like a dad tells a bad joke and then people kind of laugh because of embarrassment. But at the same time, people love those. I know you do. You may not admit it, but I know you love them. That's especially true when that person passes away or something happens. Even those moments you miss because you like that person, you love that person, you know? What I'm gonna talk today about is not the passing away, it is about those dad jokes. Yeah, the dad jokes. I know nobody talks about them, but I wanna talk about how special they are. In a sense, there is a joke like, let me see an example. It's gonna be embarrassing, but let me see it. What does the sheep say to the other sheep? What? Meh. You see the problem here? Such an obvious thing. The joke itself is not actually funny, but then you start laughing. Why? Because it's so bad. And I don't know what you believe, but I believe in God. But why would God love dad jokes? What does that have to do with God? The thing here is that dad jokes, they are meant to bring something. Why would a person say a bad joke? Why? Have you never thought about that? Why would a person ever say a joke in general? First, to make people laugh. Right? You say jokes because you want people to laugh. Second, you say jokes because you want attention. Third, you also maybe say a joke to ease the ambience, the energy. Those three things. And maybe fourth, it also has to do a little bit with joy. Just know the joke, you find it interesting, you find it funny. Then you want to tell that joke to the other person. So you have all those reasons. But one thing in common is to bring laughter and to bring joy. And laughter, God created laughter. Why? Why did he do that? Because he created joy. Laughter most of the time brings joy. In that sense, kind of also brings a little bit of embarrassment too. I know it's a negative thing, but bad jokes, they are not a sin. You know, sometimes a joke, it can cure people. Sometimes jokes, they can make people happier, even though they are bad. They can do that. Jokes have power, man. Never thought about that. Someone might be in a bad situation or not feeling good. You tell a joke and that makes a person more joyful, more cheerful. But it can also do the contrary. The person is angry or the person is not feeling well. You tell a joke and the person feels worse. Maybe feels a little angry towards you. Because you shouldn't be telling a joke in that serious situation. So jokes, they have their moments, right? But in general, jokes, they want to bring a little bit of joy. Even if it's a false joy. Even if it's a joy that's only like a couple seconds long, or even if that joy is only a type of joy that will not bring good, because some people try to be joyful about bad situations, which is not good. For example, someone is being bullied and then you're making, let's say, jokes, and those jokes are in a bad, negative way. Those jokes are not good. Those jokes are not good. But the jokes I'm telling you about are the jokes that uplift the spirit. You see, energy, happiness, joy. I know not everyone can tell good jokes. And that's why I'm making this video specifically more about those bad jokes. Why are they so special in our lives? You know, a cheerful heart is good medicine. A cheerful heart is good medicine. So if you have someone who is cheerful, that is one of the best ways to cure not only physical illness, because the mental part is always important in that, but also psychological stuff. You're feeling sad, you're feeling depressed, very tired, angry. A cheerful heart can bring joy in the midst of all of that. And that is very powerful, right? You know, all those jokes, they are about making someone smile. So next time you see someone telling a bad joke, a bad dad joke, hey, be easier on that person. I know sometimes people tell those jokes and you go harsh on them. Hey, bro, that joke is not funny or whatever. No, chill, man. Just appreciate what the person is trying to do to make you smile. Then, if you want, you can tell a better joke instead to make that purpose be fulfilled. But don't put that person down because of it. Don't say bad stuff to that person. Especially if it's someone from a family, like the name suggests, dad. If it's your dad, don't do that to your dad. Your dad is one of the people who cares most about you, even if you don't think so. So jokes, they can change situations, they can change environments, but they can also make stuff worse. For example, you've done a mistake and then you do a joke about that mistake, even if it's a bad joke about the mistake. It was not necessary. Sometimes it's good because you make people laugh and you improve the environment. Sometimes it's not. So you have to have the right timing for those jokes, right? But why did I say God loves those types of jokes? It's because it brings joy, it brings connection. Sometimes it also, when I say jokes, I mean jokes in general, but those types of specific jokes, those jokes that are bad and people usually laugh only because they're bad and not because of the joke itself, that's also good. I tell those jokes. I am a person, I'm not a dad, I'm just a normal young person. I tell those jokes. I tell them. And that's fine, dude. I mean, I'm not the best comedian in the universe, but I at least try to do what I have. Sometimes I say, hey, yeah, I shouldn't be telling those jokes, kind of. But whenever I tell those jokes, kind of people try to put me down, etc. So I know whenever I'm a dad, I will be able to tell those dad jokes. But there was one dad joke that I remember someone telling me. It was really interesting. Told me, not telling me specifically, but telling a whole group of people, and I was in the midst of that group of people. And he told something very, very funny. That was like a competition of dad jokes, I say. But in my opinion, that joke, that was incredible. That was incredible. Which one? Come with me here. Why did the invisible person not work, not accept a job offer? Why? You have 5 seconds to guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That person didn't accept the work, the job offer, because he couldn't see himself doing it. That was a good one, right? I stole it from someone younger than me, but that was incredible. One of the best jokes I've heard. One of the best dad jokes I've heard, let's say. But man, I love jokes. You see, like, jokes are meant to make you laugh, they are made to make you forget about your problems, and God loves that. I bet Jesus was there, hey, telling some dad jokes to people. No, I'm serious, man. I'm serious. Imagine Jesus with his disciples. I'm sure he was telling those types of jokes. or not, maybe I'm kind of too much, but I just imagine, like, because Jesus was not too serious like people think. He was not like 100% of the time serious. No, he would laugh, he would talk, he would dance probably, he would like play, he would do everything. He was human as we are. Sometimes we make Jesus the mystical God, the mystical man and God. He is, of course, but he's more than that. He was simple when he came. Simplicity is something that gets me about Jesus. So I will talk about that on another video. So I would recommend you to subscribe to this channel because more videos are coming, and videos about self-improvement, about life, things that will make you think. I also already made videos about being lonely. I made videos about happiness and the treasure of life. And today I'm making videos about jokes, more specifically dad jokes, because you can kind of have both. There are some other types of jokes who are not directly those jokes, like I said, but jokes are meant to make you laugh. They're meant to make you happier, and sometimes jokes can make relationships stronger. I love jokes. I love jokes. Sometimes listening to some jokes is a healthy thing to do. You just like sitting there and listening to some dad jokes you see on YouTube or whatever. It's just, I don't know, it's just interesting. Because it makes you think, and then like it breaks your pattern of thinking. It's like a plot twist. And that, let's say, plot twist makes you laugh. It's a breaking of pattern. And let me tell you something else. Dad jokes, they are interesting because the person who says it must be humble. Why the person must be humble? Because especially if it's a person who is used to like get rejected, like the person's jokes are often rejected. People often roll their eyes. The person still keeps insisting, knowing that maybe one day he or she will tell a good joke, which may never come. For some people, it never comes, but sometimes it may come. But the person has the humility to recognize that the other person might roll their eyes, the other person might not approve the joke. Let's say the joke might not be the best, but I'm still gonna try. And that is something that we people lack. A lot of people lack the humility to know, not in the area of jokes, but in general in life, to know that you may try and people may reject you. You may try, people may not like it. You may try and it may not go the best ideal way possible. You can expect the results, you can wait for them, that's fine. You can also expect good results. It doesn't matter necessarily what you expect here. It matters the humility of knowing the possibility and still going for it. And also knowing that that possibility might be high because probably those people know. So just think about that. Like, you never thought about that, right? That perspective of the person being humble when the person tells those jokes. It is interesting, right? Let me tell you a joke about Noah. You know, Noah from the Bible. I don't know if you believe in God and that stuff, but you probably have heard about the guy called Noah with the ark and the animals. Okay, let me ask you something. Why didn't Noah get bored during the 40 days and 40 nights when he was in the ship? Why? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Because he had a pair of each animal to talk to. Wait, I think that doesn't make sense though, because animals couldn't talk, right? So, I mean, he could talk to them. They would not talk back, or they would just, like, I don't know, bark or make noises, but yeah. But that would be interesting though.